Boys and Company C. Again, another movie that I would probably consider one of my favorite all-time movies. It's a movie about the Marine Corps, boot camp, and then after boot camp, actually going into the field, the FMF, the Fleet Marine Force. And I was in the Marine Corps. So I saw this movie. I mean, it came out before I went in, but I saw this movie right before I went in, like coincidentally a week or two before I went in. I was like, wow, is that what it's going to be like? But it wasn't, not in real life. But this was a good movie starring Gunnery Sergeant R. Lee Emery, the Honorable Gunnery Sergeant R. Lee Emery. Be careful when you say that name. It's important. Starring Stan Shaw. You remember him from Harlem Nights, you know, the guy with the stutter, the boxer with the stutter, you know, come Friday night, I'm knocking somebody out. That guy, hilarious. But in this movie, he plays a little bit more of a straight role. But it's about these guys, this group of guys that go from a civilian life to military Marine Corps boot camp, and guaranteed, I tell you from experience, it will change your life. And they go into boot camp, get their head buzzed, learn to get that whole elbows and assholes thing. They learn the whole Marine Corps boot camp thing, and then they get sent out. And a couple of them are cut-ups, a couple of them are goofs, but the Marine Corps usually straightens that right out. And they've got to go to war. Vietnam, man. Vietnam. So, you ever heard that song by Two Live Crew, Me So Horny? Well, the lyrical part, the girl talking, that comes from this movie. What do I get for $5? Anything you want. That part comes from this movie. It's a clip from this. This is probably, as far as I'm concerned, the best Marine Corps movie out there. There's a lot of them. There's this one, there's the DI, there's Jarhead, there's a few of them. Full Metal Jacket. I think Full Metal Jacket is a close second, but I think this one is the best movie out there. You know what? After saying that, I'm thinking Full Metal Jacket now. It's a toss-up between this one and that one. If you haven't seen this one, you need to see it. But they go into so much detail about these guys' lives and the bonds they make with one another and the stuff that they have to go through in order to get from point A to point B. General Dearborn's traveling whorehouse, that will come up in the movie. This was a good movie. It covered a lot of things that it made me, remember, brought me back. But you should check this movie out. It's a super good movie. In fact, this movie was so good to me that I'm going to give it 9 bags of popcorn. A couple of those this week. 9 bags of popcorn, man, because this movie was that good. I don't know if they filmed it in California or where, but the scenes, the jungle scenes, were incredible. Tropical Thunder, that movie with Ben Stiller, I think, was loosely based on this because there were so many similars about what was going on in that movie and this one. These guys didn't get captured by the Viet Cong or nothing like that, but this was a good movie. In fact, I think I'm gonna watch this movie after I finish this video. It was that good. But that's what I think. More importantly, what do you think? Have you seen The Boys and Company C? What's your favorite Marine Corps movie? Boys and Company C, The DI, Jarhead, Full Metal Jacket. Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.